gardening. So vertical gardening is a way of saving space by growing your plants vertically instead of horizontally. So if you have a small garden and you still want to grow ground covering plants like pumpkin or squash or zucchini, this is a great option for you. Or if you're like me and you planted your ground covering plants a little too close together, vertical gardening is a great idea as well. It just requires a little bit of extra attention. So these are a few plants that I grew from seed, and now that they're getting big, I see that they're growing a little too big. They're growing a little too big because they're going to eventually overcrowd each other, and I won't be able to get access to the fruits. So once these are ready, I'm going to grow them vertically. But right now, none of them have a main stem. And a main stem is what you need in your plant to be able to vertically grow. So a main stem is one main stem where all the other stems grow off of it. So as you can see, it'll eventually be evident when there's a main stem. But right here, we can't really see any. So to do vertical gardening, you're going to need some sort of plant that's ready to be vertically grown. It has to have a main stem. So as you can see with this one, it's got a very evident main stem. And once it's got that main stem, it's ready to be grown. So the other thing that you're going to need is something to tie it with. So you can use tights or pantyhose or some sort of ribbon, but I'll be using some gardening tape, some green gardening tape. The only thing that I would just recommend not using is green wire ties, because the green wire ties will eventually cut into the stem and kill off the plant. And you're going to also need some sort of tall stake to tie it onto. And you want to make sure that your stake is pretty tall because you're going to want to grow this for as long as you can. And as it grows, it's going to get bigger and bigger. So you want to minimize changing the stick. So just get the biggest stick that you can find for now. So you might have needed someone to help you do this, and you want to make sure that you tie from the top down if you're doing it alone. Because if you tie it from the bottom up, there's a higher possibility of it bending over and snapping. So as you tie it, you want to make sure you tie when it forks, so that you right below the fork so that it supports the base. And tendrils like these will eventually learn to grow around the post, and it'll support itself in a few months' time. So as your plant keeps on growing, you want to tie it as it grows. So if it ties a new branch, if it grows a new branch, tie that branch. And as it grows taller, you want to tie it higher. So it's been 1 week since I last staked this plant, and now it's ready to be staked again. So as you can see right here, I'm holding a piece of new growth. And if I let go, it hangs down. So these are the type of things you want to look out for when you're looking at your garden. So if you see a new growth like this, you just want to retie it again. So it's been about 1 month since we first started staking the spaghetti squash. And as you can see, it's grown a lot bigger and it's produced a squash. Now it's really important that if you're growing a plant that produces really heavy or big produce, that you provide support. So you can do this by taking an old cloth or t-shirt and wrapping it around the squash or melon, around the bottom, and tie it above the support system. That way it takes the weight off of the stem and onto the support structure. And by doing this, you prevent the stem from snapping. So if you like this video and you learned something new from it, please like and subscribe. And if you have any requests or questions, please let me know in the comments. See you next time.